Alright, so what are we talking about? We're talking about setting up some stuff, right? So we're talking about setting up grid vault, which is,
Isn't this due tomorrow?
huh? Is this due tomorrow? Of course it is.
What?
Of course it is due
The whole thing?
tomorrow. Kind of. Okay. First thing, the document you have in front of you. You're gonna start with step one. You have to go to College Board website. So you click on this link, which is on this document. This link is gonna get you right here. And what is this? This is APCS case study. Um, this thing is APCS. Why did I bring that? I don't know. So we'll deal with it later. Okay. So this is a grid world case study. That's about um, 1/4, between 1/4 and 1/3 of your AP test. And we're doing the last thing because I figured if we get 2/6 on that test, that's a 5. I mean 2/3. If we get 2/3 on the test, that's a 5. So 1/3 is this. So you understand that how important that is. Okay. Um, so getting about a 60 to 70 on the AP computer science test is a 5.
What if you got 100 on that test?
That's still a 5.
Still 5?
Okay, so no extra credit on that. Okay, so grid world case study. First thing you will look for is something which is called code. Code.zip is the file you're trying to load from here. You click on code.zip. You save as, I'm going to put it on my network folder here. So I've already done that, so grid world code. Okay, so I got that file. Next step, go to Eclipse, create a new Java folder, file new. Now make sure you do Java project, right? So it's a Java project. So I'm going to say AP case study. So I create a new Java project, AP case study. I'm going to right click on this Java project. I'm going to import, now we're doing import. After import that case study in there, so after I'll start with the general archive files. Next, you browse to the folder where you've saved that zip file. Do not unzip it because it's going to do it for you. Make sure the folder icon next to this box is checked. You hit finish. So to hit finish, you will see grid world case study under AP case study, the Java folder you created. Now we got to set up the properties for this. We got to set up the class path or build path. So right click on APCS case study, properties. You go to build path sources. I got to add this grid world case study to the folder. So so to the build path, I've added grid world case, grid world code. I've added that. For the libraries, I have to add a grid world jar. For that, I again go to AP case study folder, and there I go to grid world code. In there, when I click on the plus next to it, there's a grid world.jar. That needs to be in there. So that's that. You hit OK. After that, one more time. Properties, source, add folders. Now you cannot do it in one step. You have to do this in 2 steps, like we're doing now. You click on the plus sign next to grid world code. You check framework, Java docs, Java and projects. So you do that. Nesting filters have been added, and we are good so far. Now what you notice, you have a Java doc, grid world / Java doc / projects framework. So projects is what I'm interested in first up. I'm looking at the first project here. First project. Inside the first project package, there is a bug runner class. For bug runner class, I'm going to update my package. So package is first project. Once you do that, try to run this code. Once you do,
Syntax error. You wrote first.
all right. So Alright, so, boom. So we have bugs here.
Whoa!
Alright, so you run your bug, and bug's going around, and then you can, you can stop it and throw right click there, and you can throw more objects. You can throw a rock there, and then you can throw another rock. This is an overloaded constructor. This gives you option to choose the color. So, well, it starts getting fancy. It does, it does. Okay, so we got another one here. So I'm going to run this, and now it has a turn because there are rocks in the way. I don't think it's going to hit any other way, but so I'm going to put another rock in here. So, trying to force them to go different ways.
The flower's down here.
Well, and we can speed it up. That's the path. Huh?
Infinite loop.
You put it in an infinite loop.
Well, I'll put another bug in there. How's that? No, that's an actor. Sorry, but that.
That's a
Oh, I'm going to
purpose.
right click on the flower. I'm going to remove flower from there, and I'm going to put another bug in there. All right. Face
Run
right.
it.
Step.
Right to the death.
Oh. The red one got there. The other one had to turn. You see, it's turning in how many degree increments?
45.
45 is going clockwise, counterclockwise.
Clockwise.
Clockwise. And
Oh, it changes the color.
bug doesn't change color.
No, the flowers.
Flower is same color as the bug. Yeah. So those infinite loops are kind of affected a bit now. Oh, back to the
They get
same.
stuck in the same place every time.
They're stuck in the same place after just a little bit of trouble here and there. Okay, so anyways, enough of fun. So go back to that same website, the link got you there. Now what I'm looking here is at student manual. That's the next thing you're gonna download. So and download it. You need an offline copy of that. The student manual I'm looking at, page number 1, student manual, page number 2 starts here. What are we doing? Running a demo. We already did that. Then checking on the empty cells in the grid display a drop-down menu that shows the construction of the different actors. If I go in there, I'm going to run it one more time, right? What is the location of this bug right now? Anyone? Coordinate plane?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured you can't see from that far out.
Wait, no. 5-1.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, 4-0.
4 0 or 0 4?
4-0.
So that'll be 4 0, right?
Whoa. That's a 0-4.
This is 0 4, right? There's something not right about that. We'll look at that. But this is what you gotta know. This is what you have to know.
Why?
This is your 0 0. This is your 0 0. X positive, Y positive. We'll figure that 0 4 out though in a minute. So X positive, Y positive going down. Alright? So we gotta remember that. Alright, so we have that. Okay. Let us look at it a little bit, right? What is happening? So let's look at the code now. So what am I running? I'm running a bug runner class. What does it do? It is a main method. It creates an actor world. They're calling it world, but actor world. Where is actor world? Now what you need to look into is the framework. Actor world. I'm going to try looking under actor. There is an actor world there, right? I'm looking at under actor. There's an actor world. If I click on actor world class, now what does actor world look like? It is importing grid location and world in it. There's a array, use of array lists also. Actor world extends world. Sorry about that. So we got to go to see world first. Now where is world? So I'm going to go look into grid world. There's a world. What is world? Public class world type T. So it's just like it's going to cast into just the way we did for array lists, right? world of who kind of thing. So its data members are grid. There are a couple of sets. Sets means your array list kind of. There's a string, there's a JFrame, there's a random generator, there's a default rows, default columns. Huh. So that is setting the number of columns and rows in the grid when we, right? So the world constructor is doing new bounded grid with the default rows and columns. So that means if it changes, that should change the number of rows and columns in there, right? So if I go back to my projects and I want to run that bug runner, where's that bug runner? When I run that, now I should have 15 and 15. And that is of course true. Yes? So I mean we have to understand the code what's going on there. So I'm going to go back to world and I'm going to change my defaults to 10. Right? No, not right. Now it's right. So well, there's an infinite grid too. So that's not bad numbers. So, okay. So there's an overloaded constructor for the world also. Then there's a show method. Well, methods I can look right from here. Quite a few methods in there. There's a world constructor overloaded. Add methods in there. Add grid class. Add document. Add grid. Get message. Get occupants. Get random empty locations, key press, location, remove. Man, there are too many of these. By the way, you do get a reference sheet with this on the AP. So if you've forgotten the name of the method or something, you do get to see that. Not the whole code though. Alright, so we got a decent amount of methods, and this is a class, but what we are interested in our class was the actor world. So I'm again going to go to framework actor. Actor world was extending actor. That's the reason I looked at the actor. Actor world has a default constructor which doesn't do anything. Then there's an overloaded constructor which calls the supers constructor with a grid. Super being the world. So it just calls a world's constructor with a grid. And it uses a tree set to create a grid. Tree set again, it's a collection like array list. So your idea is it's a collection. It creates a bounded or unbounded grid. Okay, we'll figure that out. How does that work out? Okay, so let's go back to the bug runner. So that's a world. That's primarily sets up the grid. Then world.add bug. A world.add. There was a method add inside the world, and we saw that, but they're doing a new bug, so they're creating a bug. Where is bug? Again, under actors, there's a bug, and bug extends actor. So I'm going to look at actor, public class actor, actor also. There's no array list in here. It has a grid, location, direction, and color. These are the 4 attributes of every actor. The grid it is present in. And what is its location on the grid? What direction is it facing, and what's the color? You see that default constructor for actor sets the color to blue and location to north. Grid to null, location to null. There's a get color method, returns the color. Set color lets you set the color. Get direction, set direction. Grid, get grid method returns the grid actor is in. Get location returns the location. So location is a class. And we'll look through all these things. Put self in grid, put self in the grid, remove self from grid, move to a certain location, and then there's an act method for the actor which finds, which gets its direction, sets itself to that direction, plus 45 degree kind of. That's what it seems like, because location dot half circle. What is location? What kind of variable is half circle? What else? What kind of variable is half circle? Is it a static? Because axis is location class, not the object of type location, right? Now we can tell just by looking at it. So location class is not under actor. I'm going to look at under grid. Under grid there's a location class, and the location class implements comparable, so they've got to be compared to method implemented inside the location. There are some data members which are static. Left, right. Left is negative 90, right 90, half right negative 45, and all that. Then there's a constructor which takes row and column. Where do you want to get in there? Kind of get row, get column, get adjacent, returns your location based upon some logic. Get direction towards, you got to pass it the target location and give you direction towards that. Equals hash code compare to, you can compare two locations, and there's a two-string method in location too. So I think we've had enough of this story. Now let's go in there. So okay, so now we're ready to answer some questions because we've played enough with it already as a class. So who's reading this? Anuj? Does the bug always move to a new location? You can tell me.
No.
No? Are we good?